this is a hot topic issue. We got to talk about it. And we have to, I want to be very clear on this because this is going to be a case that's going to be dividing the nation in the spring and in the summer. This is going to be talking about a lot in regards to due process. And I want to be very clear here. A life was lost. Okay. So let's go ahead and bring this up. Lawyers of the teen charged with murder in track meet stabbing released their first official statement. So let's go ahead and bring up this video here. This is, again, going to be difficult to talk about, but we have to address it.
Now to Texas, where a father says he forgives the teen accused of fatally stabbing his son at a high school track meet. Police are now revealing what led to the terrifying moment. Here's ABC's Andrea Fujii.
New details about the killing of Austin Metcalf, the student stabbed at a high school track meet near Dallas. According to the arrest affidavit, 17-year-old Karmelo Anthony has confessed to the killing, saying he was trying to protect himself.
He knew how much I loved him, how much I do for him. I do anything for him.
Hunter Metcalf says he held his twin brother Austin as he was dying.
I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest. So.
It happened at the district championship meet in Frisco. Hunter says his brother had asked Karmelo to move his seat because he was sitting under the wrong tent. A witness says Karmelo replied, "Touch me and see what happens." And when Austin grabbed him, Karmelo allegedly pulled a knife.
They asked him to move, and when Austin grabbed his backpack to take it, he stabbed him in the chest and killed him.
He's now charged with first-degree murder.
Just because the kid was mad, my son is not here anymore, and I don't understand it.
Austin is being remembered as an honors student with aspirations to play college football. Despite the shocking loss, Austin's father says he chooses forgiveness over anger.
I forgive the other person because the forgiveness is not for him. The forgiveness is for me, so I can have peace. His life is destroyed. My life is destroyed.
The arrest affidavit says as Karmelo Anthony was being arrested, he asked if Austin was okay. Anthony is being held on $1 million bond.
Now to Texas.
Now, I want to pull up a statement from Karmelo Anthony's defense attorney. To be clear here, everyone is due the correct process, innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. In regards towards this event that happened, I send my deepest condolences to the family. I feel sorry for his twin brother. On top of that, twin brother holding his brother, dying in his arms. That is a pain that I don't wish on anybody. You know, I've lost older relatives, but that young man still had his whole life ahead of him. It was senselessly lost. And there's going to be more reports coming in because right now, witnesses, and again, remember, police are giving out the statements from what witnesses have heard and seen. We don't know if there's any kind of video footage or any kind of camera details showing the incident taking place, but it's going to have to deal with the witnesses there on the ground. And I want to be very clear with everybody. It is easy for us to jump to conclusions. And I know right now, as with everything, this case is being taken over by the left and on the right. You have many people defending Karmelo Anthony for what he did, saying it was self-defense. And then, of course, you got those on the right saying, oh, this guy's a bad guy. He needs to be held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. That's why we have a judicial system. According to all the witnesses there, they're saying that, again, Karmelo Anthony allegedly, or he leaves it out from witness statement. To be clear here, witness statement saying, touch me and see what happens. A bigger thing here is we have to avoid many conflicts by not resorting to violence right away. We may never know how this whole entire situation would play out if maybe words were said different. My condolences to the father. I have to salute him for his ability to forgive, because that's a powerful thing to do, to forgive. And it has to deal with one of your sons now gone. I want to pull up this video here from the defense attorney. However you may feel, due process always.
Retained this morning, defense attorney Derek Walpole agreed to speak on behalf of Karmelo Anthony's family.
I know that my client said that it was self-defense. I don't have any reason to disbelieve that, but I needed to develop facts and talk to people and figure out what's going on before I make any statements about what I think happened. I don't have any reason to think it wasn't self-defense at this time.
Retained this morning, defense attorney Derek Walpole agreed to speak on behalf of Karmelo Anthony's family.
I know that my client said that it was self-defense. I don't have any reason to disbelieve that, but I needed to develop facts and talk to people and figure out what's going on before I make any statements about what I think happened.
Now, again, you know, a weapon was brought, a knife, and that was the first reaction. I also want to pull up here because as it stands, Karmelo Anthony's Give, Send, Go raises $270,000 for defense. An online fundraiser for Karmelo Anthony, the 17-year-old Texas high school athlete accused of murdering fellow student Austin Metcalf at a track event, has raised more than $270,000. Newsweek contacted Derek Walpole, attorney Anthony's lawyer, for comment on Wednesday via email outside the regular office hours. On April 2nd, 17-year-old Metcalf, a student at Memorial High School in Fresco in the northern suburb of Dallas, Texas, was fatally stabbed at the Kai Kendall Stadium, authorities said. Anthony, a Centennial High School student and football player, was arrested in connection with the incident and charged with first-degree murder. His custody is set to $1 million, or his bond set is set to $1 million. So as of 7:17 a.m. Eastern time on Wednesday, the Help Karmelo Fund, which Anthony's family set up on a crowdfunding website, Give, Send, Go, has amassed $271,503 towards the $350,000 target. The page said this official support fund for Karmelo and his family during this challenging and difficult time. The narrative being spread is false, unjust, and harmful. As a family of faith, we are deeply grateful for all your support during this trying period. Your prayers and assistance mean more to us than ever. I know, but as he was being arrested, he was saying that he did it and saying it was self-defense. I mean, more witnesses have to be addressed, but you brought a knife and still the kid gets stabbed. It's always wrong. It's always wrong. It doesn't need to come down to violence. Continuing on, the GoFundMe page set up in memory of Austin Metcalf has raised about $142,584 towards the $150,000 target as of early Wednesday. We are honoring the life of Austin Metcalf, a sweet young athlete who was tragically killed on Wednesday morning. Please consider donating to help support his mother, Megan, and twin brother, Hunter. According to the arrest report, the altercation began when Metcalf asked Anthony to move from under the memorial's pop-up tent, at which point one witness said that Anthony reached into his bag and replied, "Touch me and see what happens." Even if it was the case, do you resort to using such a dangerous weapon, a knife, as a conclusion? Horrible decisions were made. And a young man lost his life. He's gone now. And two families and a community are devastated by this. Now begins the trial. Now becomes due process. Now becomes the whole entire nightmare situation. My fear was, and again, I did not want to talk too much about this story, but the thing is, I do news and commentary. I give my analysis and perspective. And one thing that's going to be made abundantly clear, this is going to be a hypercharged issue as the process continues on between the left and the right. But what matters the most is that a young man is gone. His family is now in the grieving process. Now there's due process and a talk of self-defense over moving a seat. The pain is far too real. Continuing on from the rest of the article, the wound was fatal and Metcalf's death was witnessed by his twin brother, who told Fox News, "I just saw his soul leave and it took my soul too." The arrest report said Anthony confessed to police saying, "I'm not alleged, I did it." I'm going to say that again. The arrest report said Anthony confessed to the police saying, "I'm not alleged, I did it. The report said he later told the police, I was protecting myself, adding he put his hands on me. One person's writing, Pam K36, I thought they teach conflict resolution in schools now. Obviously not. Obviously not. But the pain is real. And Love Rain Thunder said, twin brother saw himself die. Absolutely. Absolutely indeed. So here's what's happening. First of all, the attorney said, I know my client said it was self-defense. I don't have any reason to disbelieve that, but I need to develop facts, talk to people, and figure out what's going on before I make any statements about what I think happened. I don't have any reason to think it wasn't self-defense at this time. That's what his attorney is saying. That's what Anthony's attorney, the defense attorney, is saying. One person wrote, Jeff Metcalf, Austin Metcalf's father, wrote, as many of you know already, my son Austin was stabbed to death at a school track meet. The tragedy has shaken me, family, and friends to the core. I trust God will bring us through the tough times ahead. I appreciate everyone who's reached out. He passed away in his brother's arms. He wasn't alone, at least. I can't describe the range of emotions I'm feeling. I pray God will guide our paths moving forward. This pain will never go away. And now, because we have the internet and everything's so connected, the world is involved too.